Today's video is all about, yes, realizing that there's fear there, but doing it despite the fears. So I was born on a tiny little island in Africa called Mauritius. And at 7 years old, my parents and I migrated to Australia. And over there, everyone spoke English, of course. And I was running around speaking French. And even though I learned how to speak English at school in Mauritius, it was hard for me to speak English, And so I remember growing up and feeling very subconscious about not understanding English, not speaking well, not reading well, not writing well. And so I had this fear of just not fitting in as a kid. And so as I grew up and I eventually learned how to speak English, I still had this fear, even all the way in high school. Every time we were in class and the teacher asked us to read out loud, I used to cringe and sweat. My heart would race every time my name would get called out. I would just be like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my gosh, like, don't call my name, don't call my name, don't call my name. I did not want to be seen. I wanted to just blend in the background and just observe. I didn't want to even be there because I was so afraid of stumbling on my words. I was so afraid of not knowing how to pronounce a word and everybody laughing at me. And so what happened was, this became a very set belief in my identity. And it became this thing where I was always afraid to have the attention on me when it came to speaking, when it came to using certain English words, right? And I decided that I had a fear of public speaking. And everyone used to always say to me, but you're so confident. Like, I didn't get that, right? Anyway, I kind of tapped into the energy of faking it till I made it. So what I mean by that is I did it scared, but I pretended that I wasn't scared every time I had to do something. So as I grew up in high school, I was involved in many, many things like musicals and choirs, and there was something called the Rockers Stepford where we would dance, and I'd be involved in all those things just to really push me and get me out of my comfort zone. And I was always, always, always dreaming of becoming this global music superstar. So I was involved in all those things. And yet I never put up my hand when it came to having lines. When I was in musicals, I would never want to have speaking roles because I was so afraid of, number one, remembering my lines, and number two, stuffing up my words. So later on, when I was a business owner, eventually, I had to fake it till I made it. And everybody looks down on this term, fake it till you make it within the coaching industry or online education. And I totally disagree with that. Not so much about the faking it, but there is an element of you tapping into this energy and this version of yourself that you aspire to be, despite of your fears, despite of feeling scared, despite of anxiety and stress under pressure. There is an element of faking it till you make it to embody this version of yourself, right? We all do it. We all do it to some degree. Whether you call it embodying who you're becoming or embodiment work, or you call it something like fake it till you make it, whatever it is, there's no right or wrong. It is all about pushing ourselves, expanding, being uncomfortable in the moment, and yet still committing to it in order to get over our fears, in order to get comfortable being uncomfortable, in order to take ourselves, the version of ourselves, to the highest versions of ourselves. And so my perspective is you have to practice in order to be super confident in what you're doing. The saying says practice makes perfect. And the reason there's that saying is because we do have to put in the time to practice despite of fears, despite of discomfort, despite of our own limited beliefs. We have to just practice so that it starts feeling natural. Because I'll tell you right now, nothing about me showing up on camera right now, speaking to you, 3 years ago felt comfortable. It didn't. So 4 years ago, I came within the online space. I did my first live stream on Facebook, and I literally faked it till I made it. And I have no shame in saying that. I showed up in this energy of I belong there. I showed up in the energy that I knew exactly what I was talking about because I did know what I was talking about. I showed up in the energy that I was fearless, even though I was scared-less, right? So I believe in just going in, jumping into the cold water, taking the leap, even though there is fear there. The people who say that they're fearless are big fat liars. Because we are all scared of something. This is all part of the human experience. So I'm here today to normalize the fear that we can face on day-to-day levels in our businesses. Like it could be showing up on social media. It could be speaking face to camera. It could be signing that first client. It could be signing that first high ticket client. It could be having a new, beautiful, glowing brand that just shows the world how luxurious we are. There could be fear around that, because sometimes we may not always feel luxurious. Now, I'm a luxury brand activator. Do I always feel luxurious? Hell no. No, I don't. But am I the best at what I do? Hell yeah. I am the luxury brand activator. And the reason why I am so good at what I do is because I am super authentic with it. And I became authentic because I pushed myself even though I was not good at it at the time, even though I was scared, even though I thought I couldn't do it. And I pushed myself to the point where it now becomes authentic to me. So today is all about giving yourself grace to make mistakes. Like I said, I did not even speak English. I made so many mistakes. People laughed at me. Kids were so cruel to me. And there's so much of that still, I guess, in my body that I'm still working to release. But showing up right now and speaking to you feels super authentic. It feels natural to me because of the years I put in to doing the inner work and to doing it scared, regardless. Because you know what? I am more committed to my vision than I am to my fears. And I feel like I've always been that way. So if it's not natural for you to be this way, I really want you to start thinking about what if you do that scary thing? What is it going to unlock inside of you? What if you just do it scared? What's the worst that can happen? What's the worst? Like, seriously, is it that bad? Probably not. So I really want to encourage you to just go for it. Whatever it is, go for it. This is your reminder to give yourself permission to just go for it. Do it scared. It's not the end of the world. Trust me. Nobody even cares. If you make a mistake, if you fumble, no one even notices. It's all in our own heads. Trust me, I know. Okay, if you want to explore all the different ways that you can work with me and tap into this magic, that inner magic that's within you, so that we can illuminate this magic, then comment magic and let's explore what that looks like.